I just want to make this a one-stop shop for y'all and tell y'all like what's the tea on every Kindle so you can pick which one is basically best for you. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Gabby. Nice to meet ya. I am back with another unboxing for y'all today because my birthday's coming up and I decided to get myself a nice little birthday gift. So I got myself a Kindle and I decided to unbox it on camera with y'all because I'm never shy about giving myself a little birthday gift because treat yourself. I originally wanted to get into reading more books in the new year because one of my 2024 New Year's resolutions was that I was going to read more books. And I was on the internet, I was looking at different things, and I stumbled on Book Talk. And a lot of the girls seemed like they was reading a lot of good books. And so I made myself a little list. I decided I was gonna get into it, you know, get into the reading and be a little book girly. But then I came across the girls with the Kindles and I looked at it and I said, that might help me read a little bit more. Well, that's my thought process. It might help me read a little more. So I got myself one. But if y'all read the title, y'all are probably thinking, if you don't read, then why would you just jump straight into getting you a Kindle? I'm gonna give y'all some background on me. I do not like reading. I never liked reading. From a very young age, I did not like reading books. I was always in advanced classes in school, so reading was always forced upon me. I always used to have to read a lot, so by the time I got home or by the time I got off the bus, I just wanted to watch TV, zone out, or I wanted to play my games. I also have a bachelor's and a master's degree, so you can only imagine the amount of reading that I had to go to. So reading has been forced down my throat for basically, I can't even say half my life. Basically all my life, I feel like reading has been forced upon me. But I sat back and said, hey, you are 3 years removed from school now. Girl, let that trauma go. Let that trauma go and try to get into actually reading to enjoy yourself. So I'm grown now. I decided to get back into it, give it another try. And this time it might be different. I might actually really like it, or I'm gonna force myself to like it, or we'll just see. We're gonna try. That's why I got the Kindle Basic, which is basically the entry-level Kindle. This is the 2022 model. It has 16 gigabytes. This is the one that I ultimately decided to get. This Kindle starts at $99, but I paid $119 for mine because I opted to get the ad-free version. Now, y'all, here's the story with the ads, right? So when I was doing my research and I was looking on Book Talk and all this other stuff and really deciding if I wanted a Kindle or not, people kept bringing up the fact that Kindle had ads, Kindle had ads, Kindle had ads. And originally in my brain, I'm thinking that when you saying the Kindle has ads, I'm thinking y'all are saying that when I'm reading or when I'm in mid-book, that an ad will just pop up on me. And if that's the case, I said, oh, hell no. One thing about me, y'all, I do not like ads. I pay for streaming services to be commercial free. I do not like ads. So when y'all telling me there's ads on something, I said, Jeff, you can have it because I'm not doing it. But once I did some further research into it, I found out that ads on the Kindle only pop up on the lock screen. It doesn't pop up while you're reading. But by the time I figured that out, the money had already been spent. They already took the money out of my account. It was already on its way. So it was whatever by that point. So I have the ad-free version, which again, I paid $119, but you can opt to just pay $99 for the Kindle Basic. I also wanted to touch on the different types of Kindles because I know somebody who, I don't know, some of y'all might be watching this video and you might be already avid readers, but for somebody like me who isn't really into reading, I just want to make this a one-stop shop for y'all and tell y'all like what's the tea on every Kindle so you can pick which one is basically best for you. So you have the Kindle Basic, which is the one that I got. Then you have the Kindle Paperwhite. Then you have the Kindle Paperwhite Signature. Then you have the Kindle Oasis, and then you have the Scribe. While I was doing my research, I figured out that I don't even think that they make the Kindle Oasis anymore. You can't find it on Amazon, and you could probably try to find it on eBay or somewhere refurbished, but as far as getting it new, I think that Amazon is trying to do away with it because you can't get it new anyway. And upon further research, a lot of people say it is basically the most outdated version of the Kindle anyway. At least that's what I heard. But to me, they also said that the main selling point of the Kindle Oasis is that it has buttons to turn the page, and that really didn't move me in any way. I was just like, I don't really care about that. But if you are somebody who wants that type of feature, like I said, you can try to either go and get it refurbished or try to go on like Facebook Marketplace or something like that if you want the Kindle Oasis. Another thing that y'all might be asking is, why didn't you get the Kindle Paperwhite? Because if you are going through the internet, it seems like the Kindle Paperwhite is that girl. That is what everybody is opting to get, and that is what everybody wants. But I didn't get the Kindle Paperwhite for two reasons. For the Kindle Basic, it is $99 if you get it with ads, and it is $119 if you get it ad-free. Versus if you get the Kindle Paperwhite, that starts at $149, and if you want it ad-free, it can go as high as $169. So that was one of the main reasons that I opted to get the Basic. And also, point two, when I was just looking at the differences between the regular Kindle or the Kindle Basic versus the Paperwhite, I really didn't feel like the differences were that big to justify me having to upgrade and get the Paperwhite. They both have 300 ppi resolution screens, which in my opinion is the most important thing, because I would assume that if you are paying more money, you would want a better screen that comes with the device. But if I'm getting the same resolution on the Kindle Basic, then I feel like I don't really need to go anywhere. Another few points that I will just tell y'all if you just want a quick rapid fire comparison between the two. They both have glare-free screens. They both have a dark mode option. They both have USB-C charging ports, and they both can come in 16 gigabytes. Now, here are the differences. The Paperwhite has an option that you can get 32 gigabytes on it, so it holds more than the Kindle Basic might, but upon further research, a lot of people say that if you're downloading books, it doesn't take up that much space, so I don't really know if you'll need 32 gigabytes. Maybe if you're somebody who listens to a lot of audiobooks, that might be something you might want to look into, but if you're just focused on reading books, then the Kindle Basic should be fine. Another difference is that the Kindle Paperwhite also has a 6.8 inch display versus the Kindle Basic, which has a 6-inch display. And for me, size was a big factor, and I'm probably going to get into that once I actually take it out of the box, but size was a big factor. If you're somebody like me, because for reference, I have an iPhone 13 Pro, and I never went up to the max size because I just think that it is too big. But if you're somebody who wants like a bigger screen, then you might want to offer the Paperwhite versus the Basic. But if you just want something that's a little more compact, the Basic might be for you. The Paperwhite is also waterproof, while the Basic is not. So if you are somebody who reads a lot of books on the beach, by the pool, or even in the bathtub, you might want to opt for the Paperwhite. But I got the Basic because I'm not swimming, I'm not reading in the bathtub. I'm also like, I don't know, I feel like not being able to get this wet kind of simulates a real book in my opinion. So I'm kind of like, I like that feel that there's a little bit of danger with it, like, you know, like I'm a real reader and stuff like that. Another reason is that the Paperwhite has a warm light setting versus the basic, which does not have a warm light setting. And if you don't know what a warm light setting is, a warm light setting is an option that you can do before you go to sleep, which is basically like the light goes warmer versus being a blue light. So it's supposed to be able to, like, right before you go to sleep, you're able to fall asleep better and quicker because blue lights tend to keep you up. It's a whole scientific thing. I hope I'm explaining it right, but that's basically the gist of it. The basic does not have a warm light. So if you are somebody who needs a warm light in order to go to sleep and you think the blue light will keep you up, get the Paperwhite. But if you are somebody like me, who I use my phone before bed anyway and I have no problems going to sleep, if you are somebody like me, then the basic should be just fine. And lastly, the battery. The Paperwhite is able to have a battery life of 10 weeks versus the Kindle Basic, which has a battery life of 6 weeks. Now, in my opinion, I'm not reading 6 weeks straight. I feel like if the thing just lasts all day, like, I use a phone, like, if the thing just lasts all day, that's almost good enough for me. Now, since Amazon said that the thing is supposed to have a 6 weeks charge, you goddamn well right, I'm gonna be looking at this thing and be like, you better stay on. But I'm getting all subject, but the battery life is different between the two. If anybody is looking or doing research, that is what the differences is. There you go, I just saved you some hours. I didn't pick the Oasis because number one, it was nowhere to be found, and number two, like I said, I don't really care about the buttons, and that seems to be its main selling point. And plus, if it's true that is the most outdated version, I'm definitely not paying for the most outdated version. And I didn't get the scribe because it's unnecessary. I'm not somebody who thinks I'm going to annotate while I'm reading, and I'm not somebody who thinks I'm going to need that much screen space in order to read. I want something compact, I want something that I can carry around, and I want something that's going to make reading easier. So those are the differences. Woo, y'all, I know I've been talking a lot. That was a lot of information, but I'm gonna finally get into the unboxing. But I wanted to tell y'all about the accessories that I got. So number one, I got a clear case. I got a clear case for it. You know, nice little 6-inch, got it off of Amazon. I also got a screen protector. Now, they said that the screen on this is supposed to be like paper-like and it's supposed to be fine. So we'll see if I'm going to put a screen protector on here. I probably am, because I put a screen protector on everything, but we'll see. But like I said, I probably am. I probably am. I also got some stickers to put on the back of my case. And I also got a pop socket to hold it up. Y'all, I've been talking too much. Let's get into the fun part. Let's get into the unboxing.
Perfect.
Y'all, I just took my Kindle out the box and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in the back, and it's so cute. I love it. Like, I love it. It's so cute. Now the screen looks so nice. Like, I didn't expect it. I knew everybody said it kind of looked like paper, but this is actually pretty impressive. I was actually, when I was taking it out of the box, I was like, ooh, but I was trying not to idle too long because I tried to get through the nice unboxing with you. But as far as in the box goes, the only thing that really comes in the box is that little bit of directions you guys saw and this USB-C charging cable. That's it. That's all that's in the box. As far as the size goes, like I said, 6-inch display. And just for reference, I have the iPhone 13 Pro. So as you can see, if I put them next to each other, they're basically like the same size. They're basically like the same size, but the Kindle is just a little bit wider, but it's a good size. I actually like that it fits really in my hands, and I have small hands, so I like that it fits right in my hands. As far as the build goes, it's definitely plastic, but the thing is it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel plasticky to me. Now, of course, I'm gonna put a case on it and I'm gonna put my cute little stickers, so this back is not gonna be out. But as far as the build goes, it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel crazy. The bezels on it are definitely risen, but I feel like that doesn't really bother me because I just feel like if you're reading, you'll get engulfed in the screen and it'll look good. The color, it's black, so it looks black. It looks good. Overall, I really am happy with this. It looks good. It looks cute. I'm gonna do my registering it and doing a lot of that stuff off camera just because this video has been long enough and I don't want to bore y'all with that. Last thing, the weight of this is so light. Like I underestimated how light this thing was going to be. Like, I knew people said it was light, but this thing is light. I can definitely feel like I'm gonna be holding this for a while. Like, it's lighter than my phone. That's how light this thing is. So believe the hype, y'all. They weren't lying about this thing being light and easy to hold. I'm actually pretty impressed that they were able to make this light, especially considering how much this thing can do. So if you're looking for something light, if you're looking for something compact, I definitely think that the Kindle Basic is the one for you. Now, I know a lot of y'all are sitting there and y'all probably like, well, what do you hope to get out of the Kindle? Because like I said, I did not read before, but I think that the Kindle will help me read more because I was sitting there and I was thinking that I'm on social media a lot. I'm on Instagram a lot and I'm reading stuff a lot anyway on my phone. I think that, well, what I'm hoping is that because I am already used to picking up my phone and looking at stuff and doing that, I do that all day, every day, that hopefully that translates over to me now having the Kindle. It transfers over to me wanting to read more and pick this up more because it's so easy. It's right there. It's so compact and it's almost the size of my phone. So I was hoping that me having my social media addiction would translate over to me now also having a reading Kindle addiction. Another reason why I think people also prefer Kindles is because the Kindle is just less intimidating than an actual book. There are so many books out there that are big, and personally I look at page count, and when a book says that it is, you know, over 500 pages, I automatically am like, I'm not gonna read that. So I hope by getting the Kindle it will be less intimidating and I don't really have an excuse, because it's not like I have to lug a big book around because I have this. It's gonna be on here. So it'll be easier and less intimidating for me to actually want to go for bigger or longer books versus opting out because I just don't like the way that the book looks in general. And the last reason that I think the Kindle will help me read more is really that I just have no more excuses. Like, I literally now have thousands of books at my fingertips. And I definitely think that it is going to be easier for me to get into reading a lot more. I have no excuses. So I have set a personal goal for myself to read at least one book a month. And I know some of y'all are out there like, one book a month, that's not that much, because I know how y'all do. I know y'all out here reading 3 or 5 books a month. Listen, I'm just getting back into it. So I think that reading one book a month is a good goal for me. And I am on my type of time. I am never on anybody's type of time. So getting this Kindle and setting my goals, I definitely think that it is doable. And I'm so excited for what the future holds for me and my new little e-reader. As always, I love you all so much for listening. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment down below. Are you a book or Kindle girly? If so, give me some recommendations down in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!